So welcome to RWBY Review. Welcome to the new format, the new shot. I'm Bill.
I'm Scott.
And I'm not Andrew.
No, Andrew could not join us this evening because he had work. So we have replaced him.
I'm Craig.
Also, doing something new, we have our actual reaction while we're watching the video. If you check down the description, we'll give a time code if you want to just jump to that and watch that first. But our shtick is the review part, so that's going to be at the front. Let us know whether you like that. We're open to suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that episode. I mean, I super liked the first half with the Neo Cinder fight.
Yeah.
It's the best fight
good.
since season 3.
Oh my god, yeah. Hyper detailed. I mean, even when it was quick, you could still see all the action, which was great.
Like, I would need to think about it. It might be my favorite fight in the show.
Mm.
I don't know about favorite fight, but it was definitely excellent. I've always liked Neo's fighting style anyways. The use of that umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
Almost Mary Poppins, except, that's not her thing. But,
Oh, also, I realized I am a bad host. Craig, why don't you describe your relationship to RWBY to the viewers? How you started, watching it, your just general opinion. That would be a good thing to do with a guest, wouldn't it?
Oh. I'm trying to remember who first introduced. I think it actually was Andrew that first introduced me to RWBY.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hooked from the first episode. I'm kind of old fashioned. I liked the whole cell cutout way that the first season was produced, and things blended together very well, and it just kept getting better.
Well, again, they relied on the initial one that was the main characters. The other ones, they're just background. Yeah. Don't focus on the background, focus on the main people. We don't need all the pretty shiny things to distract us in the background, especially since we have 4-minute episodes. There's only so much you can pay attention to.
Yeah.
So, from budgeting reasons. But, like you said, the show got better. And then at 3, the tournament fight is always what we've... Bill's quintessential,
season.
You can't mess up a tournament arc.
Yeah.
Nope. I will say it every time season 3 comes up, without fail.
Yeah. Because what's the best thing about the show? The different abilities, the different powers, the different uniqueness of each character.
Yep.
And you get that in a tournament, no problem, without any of the story to bog it down.
I figured it would be good to have context for the viewer.
Yeah.
Going into
a little bit.
what your opinions are.
This would be the friend we have discussed several times in some of the other episodes that we've recorded that we talked about where we were worried about having spoiler stuff happen between us just in general conversation, which is why we try to record these on the earlier things, just because sometimes out of habit you just have to talk about the show.
Yes. Absolutely. And it's nice to annoy people with the random squee text.
Yeah. And we're like, oh, damn it, he's watching it already. It's like, all right, now I have to avoid your phone calls for the next hour.
But that explains it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think during the fight we've seen the best use of Neo's shattering into glass,
absolutely
doing it constantly. Just the fluidity of the movement, when she's tossing the plates at Cinder, and there's just some really clever shots. I really enjoyed the shot when Neo hit Cinder into the ceiling and Cinder flipped around and landed her feet on the ceiling, and they did a cutaway insert shot to her actually hitting the ceiling and compressing into a crouch position.
Yeah, and then springing forth down with the flame.
It just
punch there is always a nice.
Yeah, it was just kinetic in a way that I feel like they haven't done for a while.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's been hard. We haven't really had too many, hand-to-hand combat fighting situations really, unless it's Yang.
Yeah, but even last season when Yang was beating up the bandits, they went for a much more, and I enjoyed this fight, but they did a much more deliberate, slow down, ramp up, almost like a Zack Snyder-y, action scene.
That was our whole thing. Our father told me, you gotta be calm and think every hit out, and that's what they're trying to get across in that fight. This fight, it's just throw everything you got at him because you don't know what's going on, and even Neo was shocked when oh, okay, you're floating. Okay, that's new. Yeah, that didn't happen.
That's new. Okay, so
yeah. Because she didn't have the full powers
at
that point until
we float now. Okay,
they got separated at that point. She was already on the ship, letting Torchwick out on the piece before when she finally got the full maiden powers. Up until that point, she wasn't able to do the flying bit at that point. So
I do have to say, Neo looks styling in Torchwick's hat.
I was gonna say, I hope they keep that as an addition to the outfit because it really does look good with it. But even her clothing definition has been defined. Her redesign, I mean, not really a redesign, but the design that they've gone forward with all the detailing looks much better than the original
Yeah,
one.
well, because the last time we saw her was season 3,
Right.
and the one thing that has definitely gotten better, literally starting the next season, was the way that they like shaded and defined characters and put in more detail.
Yeah.
Like, which I think is one of the reasons why when you look at a lot of the fights in season 4, they are paced a bit slower because when you have that much detail, it's harder to animate.
Yeah, well, heck, even a lace pattern in the corset thing that she's wearing, you can see the little filigree versus it just being, a color with some lines drawn, the ribbing to show the ribbing. It had more detail on it. I mean, her stockings had a couple rips in it, and so it shows she's basically been in the same get up since then.
Went for the wayfish.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard for us to tell us what happened in between, well, falling off the ship and floating down Mary Poppins-ish and
Especially
up here.
being
Yeah.
mute.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Yeah, it's
it'll be a very stylized flashback.
Yeah.
yeah. I bet they won't. I bet they won't.
Yeah, they'll leave it out.
No.
No, they'll leave it out.
Though I am looking forward to maybe getting some more character development from her.
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to show us a flashback with her, I bet it's going to be from her time before she met Torchwick.
Yeah. But, like, how did she know Miss Muffet? Like, is she part of her contact info? Did she start working for her after everything went to pot? Like, how long has she been here? That's that kind of thing. It's like, all of a sudden she shows up here, and I'm going to ask this person, which is, it just happens to be she's here in this town. There's got to be a reason she's here, and it's a whole continent away.
And where did she get the money to pay Miss Muffet?
Oh, that's not hard. She just, she thief,
So what?
Yeah. That's what Cinder did. She was with somebody's life saving. It's just...
Yeah, I feel like the difference is that Cinder definitely killed that woman.
Oh, yeah. Well, she
and
took her clothes, otherwise that poor woman is just wandering around somewhere without anything.
And I again, we don't have a lot of characterization for her, and she would obviously not be above killing someone, but I feel like Neo would steal first.
Oh, yeah, she'd steal first.
I don't know. She was kind of psycho in the 3rd season.
Mostly
She
against the
had
other
kind of
characters, though. It was mostly against the other people that could take the hit, versus just regular people. I mean, we saw Emerald rob the old guy after he just opened up his new store again. He's like, I took your wallet, but, that's not your money. It could be yours. But we haven't seen Neo attack anybody other than...
Who she's supposed to.
Yeah. Either Atlas Personnel or Grimm or Ruby's team. Really.
Did she ever fight Grimm?
She was up on the top of the ship when Ruby Blaster went away, and she took the picture and said, so she was up there while Grimm were attacking. Yeah. I'm sure she didn't get out of that area without fighting something.
Without a few.
Yeah. I mean, I know she can do her whole little camouflage disappear, reaction thing, but that I don't know how long it's going to work. If it's going to work every single time or what, but
Yeah, it's definitely a power that is as powerful as plot. Like,
yeah.
And we're going to get you away somehow. All of a sudden, now you're on a ship. Wait, 2 seconds ago you were on the ground with me. How are we on the ship flying away after the giant mech was just destroyed with a single punch? Still love that scene.
But yeah, I think it'll be cool next time we see the two of them fight together.
Yeah, again, the having Cinder with somebody on her side again would be interesting. I mean, her with the other 3, Hazel, Emerald, and Mercury, would be a freaking devastating team to go up against.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like I could see them building having Cinder kind of build her own team and have her essentially be she's going to be she's not going to go back to Salem is my prediction. She's going to be kind of a third party in this conflict.
Yeah. And I mean, I definitely see Emerald and Mercury probably going back. I don't know about Hazel, but he probably, once his whole thing's done, lone warrior guy walking off on his own, I've done my thing, I've done what I had to do kind of deal. But he'll be with them for a while at least, because right now he's on that kind of protector's role of the two of them. He's kind of been their guide, so...
Cinder kind of has the whole taking in of broken people thing going on with her anyways.
Yeah.
She took it when she took in Emerald, and Emerald attached to her.
Yeah. What was the name of the one from Oliver? Was it Fagin?
Yeah.
She's the Fagin.
Is it bad that you said Oliver and I immediately thought of Oliver and Company?
A little bit bad.
Why should I worry?
But
Why should I
that's
care?
fun.
Exactly.
You never know.
And if you get that reference, thank you.
So then the rest of the episode, which, I mean, after the fight feels very quick. Like,
yeah.
We get a couple of, like...
Story building
things, a couple of character beats. But
yeah. Well, this is what we've been worried about, though. Is like we don't want 5 or 6 episodes of just story building. There's got to be something that they do. And then walking around the house with it being empty, yeah, it's a creep factor.
It's a lot of creep factor.
And people just dying, they're sleeping in their beds. A couple of things have come to mind from other shows that I've seen.
Right. I immediately was just like, I saw this plot. It was called Serenity. Everyone just went to sleep at the same time.
There was an episode in Stargate with the same thing. They came across a village that was cursed by Morgan Le Fay, and everybody inside it went to sleep and never woke up. And then they started falling asleep and couldn't get up. So again, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is that what's going to be? What's happening here? Like, what's in the basement? Is there something in there that
looking so tired? Almost the entire time she was on the screen, and something playing around with Yang's brain.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's literal though, or if that's just showing psychological damage.
For both of them, because they've both seen him now.
I don't think Blake saw him this time though.
Not this time, no. But she saw him on the train when she cut the card. He was standing at. Oh, she thought she saw a quick image of him standing there. Well, something that looked very much like him because he had a different facial mask on. It was all black instead of it being white.
So he might actually still also be following them.
True. Well, he's got nothing else to do with this one, you know. But she's completely creeped out at the moment, and anytime she has those little, you know, flashbacks of PTSD.
And her hand starts to shake.
Yeah.
And then
Blake saying
Blake saying,
"I'll protect you. I don't need you to protect me. I'd like you there fighting with me, but I don't need you to be there to fight for me."
And give Blake a break. It wasn't. She's always wanted to protect her friends.
Right.
Yeah,
which is why she ran away.
The problems that she brings.
But
exactly, she just didn't mean because you're one-armed, I want to protect you. No,
but this is building on earlier in the season when she tried to help her with her bag.
Yep. Like, I'm not helpless. I don't need your help.
Yeah, it's.
I wouldn't. But again, they fought on the train car perfectly together, still in sync, which was great. I mean, the Sphinx alone was awesome. You just throw the thing over and you punch it several times around and then down to the ground. I mean, you kind of need a little.
What I like about it is it's kind of showing this mode where when Blake isn't thinking about it, she just treats Yang like Yang.
Yeah.
But as soon as Blake is within her own conscious mind instead of her subconscious mind and just going with the flow, she trips up because she feels guilty and she. I hope they don't mess this up because it could be a very good, it could be very good how they're doing this with dealing with someone who has a disability. Because even though she has an awesome robot arm, she only has one arm.
Still, exactly.
Again, it's not a perfect metaphor for it.
No.
But it's what they're going for.
Yeah. And
I hope they don't mess that up because they could accidentally make it very offensive.
Yeah, no, she's very capable though, even though without the arm, because she was starting to do the training. She's fought with. She was running and then Mercury grabbed her arm and nope, don't need it, and just kept going and went on anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure she's more than capable. There might be a few times where that, go to not there,
Yeah.
We saw it with in spoiler alert in Luke Cage.
Yep.
With Misty Knight.
Yeah.
When she lost her arm and she went to go fight in the bar and she went to go throw a roundhouse and
I don't know if the show ever did this, but spoiler alert for the Walking Dead comic. At one point, Rick loses a hand, and Robert Kirkman always said, he was like, I hate it. After I did that, I was like, this sucks. Every time I want him to open a can of beans, I need to have him sadly hand it to Carl because he can't do it.
Yeah. No, they never had him.
That makes sense. But I remember in an interview, he was talking about the writer room being like, we can't wait till we get to the part where we chop off his hand. And he was like, guys, it's the worst decision I ever made.
Yeah. They hinted at it several times, especially once Negan showed up, but they never did it. Because, again, I think the exact same thing. Also, then you gotta, that's another thing you gotta take out of post and all of those. Yeah. That's a pain in the ass. But with animated,
well,
you can do much easier. Hey, we have one less thing to animate now.
Though it is because a bit less so in like 3D animation, I think. I don't know that much about it, but I know in 2D animation, everyone always hates when you like design a character asymmetrically.
Yeah.
Because then you can't just flip them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden you're like, wait a second, I thought the right arm was missing. And
Oh.
like, oh.
And how many times did that happen in the old cartoons that we used to watch as kids? Like, wait, no, Trapjaw's thing's on the other side. That's not right.
And that's because they were like, well, we need to save time, so we're just gonna take the same image and flip it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's definitely.
So, and did you catch? I don't think Weiss has told anyone why she left Atlas in the first place, or that she's on the outs with her family. Because she,
that's
in this episode especially, she was kind of angling for.
Andrew's here,
hopefully,
and
let's
so
not
is Shannon.
pick Atlas.
Yeah,
So let's let the dog freak out.
I mean, they may not have gone into the full detail of what happened, like all the individual things, but that she was ousted by her family because she says ex-heiress. Or one of the things where they go, she goes,
Yeah, you're
you
not
could
in
be
this
heiress
episode.
to the dust company, ex-heiress, like, and well,
Yeah.
if it's chance for money, you can still go for it. Thank you. And get an idea.
I mean,
think
everyone
that's
dies.
Probably more the show.
Everyone.
It was horrible.
I mean, it's just nice to know that we only have to worry about two characters now.
Saying, hey, the audience already saw this.
Yeah.
We don't actually need to have her have this conversation.
Are talking about our two new protagonists are Vi and Professor Oobleck.
At dinner, and so probably over that time she discussed it. Again, she may not have gone into all the details of like how psychologically bad her
Peter Porter, or Port. Thank you. The
Again,
wine.
we still haven't seen your mother.
Mustache
Still
Man.
haven't seen your mother on the show, but
She stays away.
well, I'm hoping if we do end up going to Atlas, that
stories.
finally see her. It would be nice. Just we've seen her in a picture
Well, he's
with the family portrait, but that was about it.
is he
Right.
Peter from Peter and the Wolf?
Again, I don't
That's what
know.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We haven't heard on
story
the
talks
Rooster
about
Teeth
taking down available.
websites or any
And
other
after
convention center.
I mean, possible. I consume no extra media. I just consume the show.
Yeah, again, I only will go look at that stuff after I've seen the show or after a season and go back and see all the stuff just to see what they did talk about. Because again, I don't like a lot of spoilers for the show. It's only so long.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I find out
That
a
would
spoiler
take
and
real.
it takes 6 minutes out of a 15-minute show, it's gonna kill the whole
Kind
like if I know what's gonna be in the basement next episode, I'm gonna be ticked. If
Yeah.
I find out beforehand, it's gonna be a little upsetting. So hopefully,
Womp womp.
the only thing we didn't see.
It's gonna be Sly.
Basically.
I mean,
Depending on what time you get here,
I
We
can't
did
blame
see-
him.
We also saw the parents in the beds.
and it used to
There
be
were several images of children. Again, probably showing
There were
children
Yeah.
is a bad thing to show, but they could have walked into the basement.
You
to
live
see-
here.
I mean,
What?
possible. But I mean, Crow did also say that all the other houses, because this is like a long complex.
Yeah, you could see there were several families all kind of.
Yeah. So he said that all the houses are the same. People just.
That house had,
Cool.
I think, 3 children. in it.
What?
And all they saw was showed was
Whoa.
parents in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Again, showing dead children in the room is not really something you can show.
I hate this
No.
random kid
But
more than I hate you.
It could be if they put them in
Ah.
there and safely lock them from the outside so nothing, it's a storage cell that's even further down. They could have given them enough food. The food was right there. They could have put more food down with them, but I don't know. That or it could be something from the well. Who knows? Or something else from the... I can't think of any other mythical creature that would put people to sleep other than did fawns? Yeah, a lot of fae, yeah. But I'm trying to think of any, mythical creature.
I'll make you look the fool.
along those lines that was-
So,
I mean, I really don't want to see a sand grim. That would be kind of silly.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna go with more like a ghost type
Yeah, a phantom or something, that haunted,
Annabelle.
I mean, again, make them stay asleep and die in their beds.
You don't have one that you just keep in the
Who knows what happened? Maybe it's just something that attacks them while they're asleep in their dreams. And,
I'd like
like a dream killer thing,
Yeah,
Dream walker.
that could be cool. Though there's also the part of me that wonders if,
Sounds like my
as they've
sister.
been
I had to
pushing
break
more
down by her
towards
a power stick because
the magic side
her
of the
phone
history
never
and stuff
has
like
a
that,
charge.
if it might be something that's not a
shoot.
Yeah.
like if they're going to lean heavier into that.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna go that way, but I think I think like there's like a small possibility.
Yeah. There was that one guy in the photo with
I know.
head tilted down, big gun on his shoulder. You didn't see he was all the way in the corner of the photo. I'm like, everybody else is looking straight on. He's got his hat down like this. You can't see anything of his face.
That's just
The longer this goes on, the longer this has to encode before I can edit it.
Did anyone else get a feeling of familiarity? Like,
So I was
there's
droning on about
almost
the picture
enough characters for all of the main players in the thing,
because
especially
that's what I do.
in RWBY, especially if you
Possibly in the cellar. They've become goblin children now, I
And we
guess.
talked about a dream.
Whatnot.
I was saying
There was just
it attacked the mother in the
there
dream,
was a
that's why they
lot
never woke up.
in that.
Yeah,
picture,
and
I need to go back stare
then
at
I
that
had
picture for a
mentioned
while.
Yeah, dissect it a
maybe
little
it's
bit.
not a grim,
Because you know,
and
blonde guy
I don't remember what
has-
point was going on past that.
Yeah, you
there
were
was a
hoping
blonde guy in the picture. You have John on the kids team, and then you have Todd.
Yeah, maybe. Like I think
the
that
elder, Yang's father, in
I think
that generation.
especially as they are making
The
these
start-
villains more
team starts,
sympathetic.
Yes.
teenage there, yeah.
Yay,
And it's just, there's a
What?
weird familiarity.
Well, it was a community set up, so even having
No,
that,
he's eating his food.
you know, big group. I mean, you're gonna get that.
Oh, okay.
Especially when we've had at the end of it.
And
He is
it
eating
happens.
There's a big group photo.
Yeah.
All together, so you get that whole
Again.
feeling.
That
So
would be bad.
we'll have to
But yeah,
see.
as they're making the villains more sympathetic,
Yeah.
it could be good to reaffirm, like, no, there are bad people out there. Like, obviously we have villains. This dog is just the most disruptive dog in the world.
Good dry. This is dry. That's Parker, but we just figured since that's why. But well, again, like I said, there's that one guy in the video. What if he had some? What if something happened that like got a big argument during the community and he just went
Yeah,
just
That-
all up?
and it could be an accidental thing.
Yeah.
It could be a power that, like, got out of control.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, like I said, nothing was damaged.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, everything's been vented, everything's been broken and destroyed, and then you know they find dead people, not people dead in their beds asleep peacefully. Like
Yeah, it's just, I know at least for me personally, the last time they did like a truly big special Grimm was at the end of season 4.
yes,
And-
the Scottish. God, what the heck's his name?
And just like within the story, like it just didn't super land for me, so I would prefer something different.
Yeah, it would be a nice change again because it'd be something they weren't expecting. Maybe now the kids they have to take care of and get them to a place that's safe. You know, versus leaving them just in the, you know, they're gonna leave them there on their own. No, that's not what they do.
I would only be okay with that if they found the kids and got them to a safe place in the next episode.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying,
I do not need more characters.
No. But a reason for them to get moving further and to get to the next place is to get them to Argus, to get them there. Because I mean, between there and I mean, I don't know how much further it is for Argus because they weren't on the train and all the train was supposed to take either. But they've got to get to a place that they know is safe.
Yeah, I am now suspecting that for the remainder of the show's run, the rhythm is going to be travel season that's out of place. Travel season that's out of place.
We made it to Argus. Next season we'll get to Atlas. Damn it.
And then the next season will be like the entire Atlas arc. And then the next season they'll be going to the next school.
Yeah.
Next corner of the world.
Yeah, because she
They-
was going to send them over to
That is true. We'll probably get some side scenes.
and you know the sort of destructions underneath that goes
Right.
school. So you know that'll be interesting. But I could see that happening though. I could see them having to protect a bunch of kids and get them somewhere else. It's something they have to protect other than themselves
I
to
don't know.
get somewhere. A reason for them to keep moving too. Something for them to focus on to get them there instead of having to focus on this mission, this thing about now we don't know how to destroy something. We have something we have to do now. Something to focus on to keep them moving forward.
I think that next episode we are going to mostly cut between whatever the creepy thing is in the house
Yep.
and Goggles McOldface telling a story that is plot relevant.
Yes. Well, if it is something
I evidently refuse to learn her name. I can
Maria.
just will not. It's a
Maria
very simple name.
Camarera?
It's like not a complex name, but my brain just will not retain it.
Yeah, she kind of gave the group's trust like instantly.
Oh, she's sweet old lady. That's a little lady. Of course she did.
Yeah, no.
She was only missing the cookies for Ruby. I mean, come on. Here's your Ruby. Here's your cookies.
I mean, she wasn't even tricked out by
She just
the whole
Yeah.
experience with Jen.
But she got Ruby to agree with it. She goes, she's right. We gotta get moving. This is not,
I mean, also, maybe Maria's semblance is the fact that people just pass her by because even before the whole thing with Jen, they were just talking about stuff openly in front of her.
But remember, the whole thing with the silver eyes is supposed to be inspiring people that follow people, and now they're following her lead as well as Ruby's. The two of them together agreeing on the same thing. So
Maria
that
could
could
be
be
hype.
a weird thing where that's why they trust her. Saying it's just her thing, even though she may not have the eyes. I don't know. I don't know how those goggles work at the moment. But they could be just working. Make them work better, just so that they were damaged and she can actually still see with them or something. But her whole...
Just like Neo's powers, they seem to be damaged to the degree of plot.
Right,
Yes.
yeah, that's what I was saying. But I mean, it's just that's the way, I mean, to instantly start working with something, it's like, enough, and like, we're going to do this, we're going to do the path, we're going to go that way, and Ruby's like, yep, she's right, we're going that way, and then a little bit of, okay, she's right, but we're also follow whatever Ruby says, so yeah, we're going to get up and get going. Because Ruby's really, kind of team leader, Still, even now that they definitely don't trust Austin anymore, and he's locked away in his own little, vault inside his head.
Sulking.
So, yeah.
And questioning every decision he's ever made for the last, I don't know, few
And
thousand
again, he
years.
also just had to rewatch everything all over again
Yeah.
for his entire life. Just go, let's just sum this all up again. Hey, let's open some old women's for you. This feel good?
Here's some salt. Would you like some lemon?
Yeah. But, again, I think it's the question is like, how do I destroy Cinder? I don't think it's how do I save Cinder would probably be the better question. Especially since I used to be someone you love to care about. Like, how do I destroy her? Well, you can't.
Well,
You can save her though. You didn't ask that question though, so I can't tell you. And you probably never thought to ask that question, because at this point you thought she was redeemable. But there's probably going to be
A redemption arc for Salem? I don't know.
I could see it. It's definitely in there as a possibility.
I mean,
Once dark creature becoming the creature of light again that she used to be.
I mean, as we talked about over the course of that one episode, it did make me go like, oh man, I am sympathetic towards Salem, and I hate Oz.
Yeah, I was just pissing this off. Again, maybe a couple episodes of him not talking or saying anything might be a good thing, just to, get it out of the way. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the only other thing is, how does a motorcycle tow a cart?
They can do it.
In the snow.
Uphill both ways.
Bumblebee is a very high-powered motorcycle, okay?
Yes, but when you have a high-powered motorcycle...
Bumblebee isn't supposed to be a motorcycle, it's supposed to be a car.
Oh, it's going to transform!
There we go.
It's going to...
Why not?
Whole armor for her. And it's
Everything
like
else does.
Robotech. Like the old,
Yeah.
the motorcycles
The old Robotech. I
and then
love
she's
those
just going to pull it
motorcycles.
along with her, Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we went there.
Yep.
The people who know Robotech is thank you also.
And you're welcome.
Yes.
But I think that's going to do it. Blah, 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 blah.
That's all, folks?
That's all, folks. Well, I think that's going to do it for this week. Normally Andrew plugs his stuff, but so you can go find him at 10 Rabid Bears on everything.
Yeah, Twitch, he's on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can find me nowhere.
You do.
You can find some stuff I occasionally do at True Facts on Facebook and at WhoFacts_TM on Instagram for random true facts.
Mm-hmm.
They are very good. Go see them.
All true.
And until next time, I've been Bill.
Scott.
And Craig.
I was going to say until next time again for the ending, and I realized I just said until next time.
Yeah, we're good with this. Okay.
Well, until next time. What's the tagline again? You got a smiley face up? I'm very bad at this.
Remember, keep that smiley face up. Yeah, you got your fingers.
Yeah.
Fingers, pew. Pew, pew.
Bang, bang.
Aw. This is a higher caliber.
Alright, then.
Oh yeah, we gotta end it weird. So what we're doing is reactions, but we're gonna put them at the end of the episodes. So we do our review first, then people can go back and afterwards and watch our reactions too.
Okay.
Yeah. I really want to hear that. I gotta get the lyrics.
I think the music is better than she's done through.
The transitions are nice during the show too. Like when they go from.
And there's a slight upgrade in the animation.
Yeah, well, we were saying it's different shading and
Yeah, which like
finer detail.
they first started to do in season 4, which I didn't say the only good thing about that season, in my opinion. But like they really stepped up their game of it. Like it's definitely like a more
Please don't be production worker. I really don't want to remove that
For Adam?
Yes.
No. I agree. No, I agree with you on that point. I have no idea what to do.
Instead of shooting that these like different heads and actually stay alone in this castle for a while. So, great. I really like this movie here. It's like, it's not just like a
Yeah. Well,
standard like.
it's not a standard like hero shot.
Yeah,
Like I said, I really like
Do
the
you
fact that
have my
it's
information?
picked up from the ground.
exactly. Oh,
Of course I
there we
do,
go.
darling.
That's Muffet.
Little Miss always delivers.
Yep.
Another
Although
commentary
I
helps.
can't promise you'll be pleased.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Word
really
is
clicked
that
on the
it came
spider.
aboard in the August Limited a few weeks back. Well, that isn't exactly far from here. August is rarely a destination for folks. Chances are they'll be going straight to Atlas. You know, you turned out to be quite the interesting customer. Simba. It's not often a single client brings me double the business.
I like her cigarettes are giant.
Wait.
Ah, it is Neo. Okay.
Yes! I like Neo a lot.
Well, maybe put away the good glasses. What are you doing?
This is why the Romans have you want to cross her.
Yeah.
So crossing her path makes much more sense. See her style there with the better animation.
Also, it looks like both of the students were right about who it was that they were referencing in that.
Oh, I like that they added a few white streaks into the pink. Make it more Neapolitan like.
That's a cool shot of her
Enough,
landing on the ceiling.
ladies.
Yeah.
I love dinner and a show, but it's time to
Oh,
take
she's
it
got trust. It was even called.
Nice trick. You've gotten stronger. So have I.
Ooh, sweet. Nice touch. Oh, dripping pants.
I don't have time for your misplaced blame, girl. I didn't kill your boss. If you want revenge, take it up with Little Red. Well, you're not the only one with a grudge against Ruby.
I didn't like the two of them looked like they were cheers.
We both want that girl dead.
Oh, did you not know this
So
part?
quit wasting your time fighting me. And let's discuss how we kill her together.
Oh, team up?
Okay then. Let's talk. Right.
That was good. I like that.
I don't get it. The empty towns I passed through were all damaged or unfinished. But this place looks fine. Maybe everyone left in a hurry before things took a turn?
Stay on guard.
One would think the cross panel door would shatter, which is that cool.
You'd think.
They already designed the door asset and then went, shit, we gotta have
Close the door already! It's cold enough in here as it is.
I wish you got like a shawl with like armored shoulder pads.
I saw a chimney from the outside. Maybe we could get a fire going?
Please, I'll look for some blankets.
Gang, go with her.
Why sounded dismissive when she said please?
Just
Oh. Mysterious person in the corner with his head down.
What do you think?
Something doesn't feel right.
Let's look for some...
Boys!
Okay, over. Dorothy, big ass girl. Oh, damn.
Creepy party of two.
You're saying the bookshelf has like sliding glass covers on them for such a rural.
It's the same in every house.
What?
Bodies. Every bed in every home. It's like the whole estate just went to sleep and never woke up.
Then we're not staying here, right?
We don't have a choice. Storm outside's only getting worse. We'd freeze to death before we made it anywhere.
Well, might as well get comfortable.
Yeah, fat chance.
Okay then, let's do something. If this place wasn't abandoned, it might still have supplies we could use.
Hey, yeah. Maybe even a car.
I'll do another sweep of the grounds. No one else goes anywhere alone.
Yang and I can search the other buildings for vehicles. Fine. Whatever gets me out of this house.
Food always makes me feel better. Just saying. Right. I'll tell you what. You keep that fire fed. And I'll find us a story to read before bed.
Cozy the ball one. Just call it.
Yeah. I like how ice cream feeling. Let's go. hit every midriff showing. Yeah, we're fine. You know.
Oh, she has the chills.
Like-
Fine, she does people.
Yeah.
Chill of the day.
Or protection. Something like that.
Must.
Something tells me that's not street legal.
But in a pinch.
What do you think happened here? There's that well in the square. Maybe water contamination? Yeah, maybe. Hey, are you okay? Yeah. I mean, no. But, I don't know. I'm just tired. Yeah. Hey, I found something.
Yeah, okay.
What is it?
Now they've both seen them.
I was just seeing things. I'm sorry. I still get flashes from that night. Do you think Adam's still out there? I don't know. If he went back to the White Fang, there would have been serious consequences. But he never really liked people telling him what to do. Adam's strong, but his real power comes from control. He used to get in my head, make me feel small. But now I see he just wanted to pull me down to his size. Hey, I'm not leaving. And if we ever see him again, I promise I'll be there. I'll protect you. What? What? Forget it. Let's just head back. But what about... We're fine. We can hook that flap it up to Bumblebee in the morning. Should carry everyone.
Wait, what?
That's what she calls her.
I know that, but you really don't usually hook up a trailer to a motorcycle.
There's not a lot of choices.
Also have doubts of the fact that it will hold everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, oh, that's...
There.
Well, that is just too cool. I like that.
On second thought, maybe we should keep this room closed.
Huh?
I'm just not sure how well my uncle's taking all of this.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh. Come on. We'll never get to Atlas on an empty stomach. Ruby, are we really still going to Atlas? Why wouldn't we be? I mean, you heard what Jen said. If there's no way to kill Salem, then what's the point in all of this? Guys, you can't be serious. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just really tired and I really, really hate this place.
Go ahead, go to sleep.
Anything in there? More alcohol.
At
least we'll never have problems starting a fire. What's that?
Oh, that's...
A wine cellar? Great.
For the wine cellar.
What? What is it?
With a chain.
Oh, God.
Canned food.
Oh,
Oh, trust me, you put enough salt on anything and it will taste just fine. Well, I guess it's better than nothing.
Isn't that already what canned food is?
Pretty much. It's like, yeah. Just all beans.
But I still seriously hate this place.
Just waiting for that. Oh.
Start with the dog.
That couldn't be 15 minutes.
Really?
Jeez, that was fast.
Most of the time was taken up with the fight scene. Still kills me. Interesting. for Southern Brawl.
Yeah. Well, look, neat. Look. No, that's wrong track.
I know. 0 stars, worst episode ever.
Damn, this concept art is not being.
Also, what is that, like Oscar for scale?
I know, it's been Ruby every other single time.